Alright, what's going on YouTube? Super excited to show you guys this video on our Dodge Charger Pursuit. So this is going to be our part 3 where we're going to be getting the interior transformed. So if you are new to the channel, I bought this from auction for $3,300, run and drive with the clean title. I have 2 videos out. First one is me just kind of taking a quick look over, taking delivery of the car. Second one is getting it drivable. So if you haven't seen those, go check those out. So I'm going to take apart the rest of this interior. It's already taken apart almost entirely, so that is awesome. So as you can see from those quick clips, this is how we got it. So we're missing that part of the center console. The seat wasn't even bolted in. And then coming around back, missing the interior door handle. We got some pieces just falling apart. And then the entire back seat is stripped. So what I'm gonna work on now is getting the rest of this taken out. So I'm gonna remove these front 2 seats, get the headliner out, and then we'll go from there. Alright you guys, so what we're working on now is getting these airbags out of our factory seat. So I did pick up these, I think they were out of a 2021 Scat Pack. And so what we did with that one was we tore through our factory seat, removed the airbag that was right in there. It's a direct fit with those Scat Pack seats. So we're about to cut this one open, so we'll show you what that process looks like and get that airbag replaced. This is why it worked out perfect that the 2 seats it came with have good intact airbags, because we didn't have to spend a dime getting those replaced for the new seats. Because those seats I did get a sweet deal on. There was a full set for a little bit over $4,000 with the airbags not blown. So if I would have wanted to get these all intact, I would have had to spend over $4,000, but I got this entire set for $1,000. So we come through and just cut these threads.
Yeah, you just always have to kind of let it do its thing and just make sure you're only cutting that stitching. So there it is.
So there's the airbag.
So there's 2 bolts on the back side that hold it in. Goes through probably to keep them aligned, but there's only 2 bolts on the back of this thing. All right, we just got this airbag out of this seat, so let me show you what it looks like. So on the back, these 2 screws have a nut on the back side. This just helps with the alignment. They go right through these holes here, and then there's a connector, so you can see. So pretty easy once you get down to it. Quick, easy removal, and there you can see the intact airbag.
So it is officially stripped. We got the headliner out. Steering wheel is put back in. So as you saw, we did add the carbon fiber steering wheel already. Right, so what I'm gonna do real quick is take some of this matte black that I have laying around, and I'm gonna wrap that trim piece on the steering wheel. So I think this is really gonna give it that final touch with that steering wheel. So let's go get that done. All right, so now we're gonna start working on the headliner. What I'm gonna do is get this cleaned up first. So I'm just gonna take some of this Turtle Wax carpet and mat cleaner, spray this all down, try to get rid of some of the stains. And then once we have it all cleaned, we'll start doing the Starlight install. All right, I'll give you guys a look at what we're working on now. So as you saw, I just went through and drew out 500 dots. So this is where those fiber optic cables are gonna go. And then I got my dad over here drilling all of the holes out. This thing's gonna look insane. So I'll just throw up some more time lapses. So just sit back, relax, and this thing's gonna get finished in no time. Okay guys, check this out. So we have the headliner pretty much all done. Here's a look at the top side. Mark and then drill 500 holes, feed all of these little cables through, and then hot glue them down in place. So it definitely is a tedious job, but honestly it wasn't too bad. Looks crazy. So here's what the underside looks like. So now what we're gonna do is go take some snips, cut the wires right up to the headliner. So we're gonna get that done, and then this thing will be all set and we can throw it in. So we have the headliner all pretty much reinstalled. We do still have to get this front part up with the sun visors. But what we realized is we do not have a single cigarette lighter in the entire car. So when this thing was stripped, they must have taken those. This is really the only thing that we do have. So we have a USB and an aux port right there. So what we're gonna do is wire up 2 cigarette ports, one for our radar detector and then one for the headliner. So we're gonna get that done, and then we will actually be getting power to this roof and we could turn on the headliner.
All right, guys, since we just had that latest surprise and don't have any way to power the headliner, we took a quick trip to AutoZone. So we picked up a couple things. So here we picked up a new 12-volt power outlet. Now we're gonna have to wire this into the car. So to do that, we're essentially going to take this fuse tap. We're gonna go from the positive side, so we'll make a connection there, go into the fuse box, and then this one goes to the body of the car for the ground. And so with that, we're gonna find where that ground connector is, wire this one to one of these guys, and hopefully it's as simple as that. We also got a double adapter. So essentially what we're gonna try and do is run the headliner to one of these, and then we're gonna run the second outlet or adapter to the center console.
So as soon as we have that done, we're gonna throw the back seats in. I am currently stitching those front 2 seats still. So as soon as that's done, we'll throw that in, and then we're pretty much all set. So we are almost there. Okay, so we are working on the last step. So this is the driver's seat. I did see some pictures saying that things were bent, so it was part of why it was cheap. So you can see it says bent right there. I didn't really think too much of it. I honestly forgot. We put this seat in there and it was crooked like that. So you were sitting totally slanted. So that was a bummer to get all excited, get it all hooked in, connected. So what we're doing now is taking the frame from the Pursuit. So as you can see, we got those cloth covers removed. So we're gonna try to just remove the cushions from the Scat Pack seat and throw them onto the frame of this Pursuit one. I don't really care about all of the heated seat control, stuff like that. If we could just get the cushions on, fit up nicely, and not be sitting slanted like that, then that would be awesome. All right, you guys, so we got the frames pretty much all stripped down. Here's a side-by-side comparison. There's a Pursuit, and here is the Scat Pack. The cover was a good fit, so that Scat Pack cover was a good fit on the Pursuit base, but as you can see, the Pursuit does not have these side bolsterings or side supports. So what we're actually gonna do is just grind these welds off, and then I'm going to weld it up to the new one. Because I definitely do not want to lose those side supports. Those make a big difference. So we're just gonna grind those off and then weld them onto the Pursuit base. All right, you guys, let's take a little walk around at our new interior.
Brandon. Yeah. So Atlantic Beach Customs. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So here's a look at what it looks like inside at night. This headliner is absolutely nuts. These seats are super comfortable.
So comfortable. Steering wheel, I love the steering wheel.
That noise you're hearing is coming from the
Little straw.
the spotlight. Yep, the straw.
First, we were really nervous.
Yeah.
Got dim stars. Can't believe it. is absolutely one of my favorite cars I've ever driven. When we did the 0 to 60, did you feel that pickup?
All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far and you've not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that so I can keep making videos like this. And stay tuned. In our upcoming videos, we are going to be doing the full wide body kit as well as then getting some power mods going. So we definitely have a lot planned with this Charger. But let me know what you guys think of this interior. I think it turned out insane. And we actually have back seats.